Hello, all you beautiful people. Mike Ferrossi here for Super Loans NMLS 237341. And today we're going over 2-1 buydowns. It's kind of a thing that's made a resurgence in the mortgage industry lately, and there's a really good reason for it. Let's start with what it does, and then we're going to get into how much it saves you. And we actually have a deal for everybody out there right now. So what it is, a 2-1 buydown. This is not an adjustable rate or mortgage payment option type of program. It's none of the stuff that got all the bad press back during the Great Recession. We'll put it that way. This is a simple feature or an option that you add to your standard 30-year fixed conventional mortgage that is going to buy down the rate by 2% in the first year and 1% in the second year. Yes, it buys down the rate, which means there's a fee for it. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, let's take a look at how this actually works. The best number that I could think of is the current median sales price for a house in America. It's sitting just above $450,000. So for our example, we're going to use a $450,000 loan amount. Let's say you qualify for a rate of 6.5% on a 30-year mortgage. Typically, your 6.5% interest rate on a $450,000 30-year fixed rate loan, nice and secure, yields you a monthly payment, principal and interest anyway, of $2,845 per month. Now let's say that you put a 2-1 buydown feature on your loan. That's an option that you decide to exercise. It's a great option because in the first year of that loan, even though your qualifying rate, your note rate is 6.5%, your first year interest rate is only 4.5%, 2% lower in the first year. That's the 2 part of the 2-1 buydown. So at 4.5%, all of a sudden your payment for the first year drops to $2,280 a month. This is a savings of $565 a month, and over the course of the year, it keeps $6,780 in your pocket. In year 2, it's a 2-1 buydown. So in year 2, the rate is 1% lower. 1% lower than 6.5 is 5.5%. That's your new interest rate for the second year, which gives you a monthly payment of $2,555, and that is a monthly savings of $290 a month, or $3,480 for the year. Over the course of the first 2 years, adding this simple little option to the mortgage has saved you over $10,000. It's kept over 10 grand in your pocket. Now, what does this cost? Usually there is a fee, and the fee is typically percentage based. So that means it's going to go up and down, and it's going to vary based on the amount of your mortgage loan. But you don't have to worry about that with Super Loans, NMLS 237341.
I gotta say that number every single time I say the company name. I'm sorry. The lawyers told me I have to do it.
You don't have to worry about that with us because we are giving away 2-1 buydowns. It's the winter, it's the slow time. We want to help out some buyers. We want to help some sellers sell their properties to deserving buyers. So, for any home buyer who gets pre-approved with us before the end of February 2023, that's right, this is going to run all the way through February of 2023, you get pre-approved with us, we give you a free 2-1 buydown. That's going to come in the form of a credit. We're going to give you a credit that you can use through the transaction to pay for the cost of your 2-1 buydown feature. To get pre-approved, head over to superloans.com and click on the Buy a House button. You're going to fill out our short application in about 2 minutes, and then one of our mortgage experts is going to be in contact with you in no time. Now, a lot of mortgage professionals and real estate professionals alike are advising people to ask the seller for a credit.
Ask for a seller credit. Sellers are more negotiable right now. They might be willing to give you a credit towards closing costs.
And you know what? That's incredible advice. You should absolutely be asking sellers for a credit. But don't worry about getting the credit for the 2-1 buydown, because that's on us. Use that seller credit to pay for other closing costs. And, sometimes you might land on a property that's still in high demand and the seller's not willing to give a credit at all, and that's okay too. because your buy down is still paid for. We're covering that for you. And you know what? Let's be honest. You don't even need to get a 2-1 buy down in order to get this from us. We're going to give you the credit to pay for it. You do with it what you wish. We like empowering you. You're in charge of the transaction. You take the credit to pay for that buy down feature. And if you decide it's just not for you, then you can use that money to pay for your appraisal or your home inspection or various other closing costs that come along with purchasing a home. We're not going to force the 2-1 buy down on you. We just want to make it available to you for no extra money out of pocket, because it's a powerful tool. And the great thing is that it doesn't just work on average size loan amounts. No, we didn't just run the numbers on a $450,000 loan amount. Take a look at the effects that this has on other loan amounts. On a $200,000 loan amount, much smaller loan size, and that's okay. It's still keeping over $4,500 in your pocket over those first 2 years. On a $600,000 loan, you're saving over $13,000. On an $800,000 loan, you're keeping over $18,000 in your pocket in the first 2 years of the loan. The 2-1 buy down feature has had a resurgence for very good reason. And guess what? There's no prepayment penalty on this stuff. You can still refinance anytime you want to. If 3/4 of the way through that first year, interest rates absolutely plummet and you have the opportunity to refinance at an interest rate that's so low, it's just mind-blowing, do that. If rates come down a year and a half from now while you're paying that 5.5% interest rate, that's okay. Refinance whenever rates come down and give you the opportunity to secure that interest rate for the long term. Again, the choices are up to you, but we want to make it available to you to call it a gift for the holiday season and something to warm you up through the winter. The 2-1 buy down is a super strong mortgage feature. That's why you're hearing a lot about it. And if you're not hearing a lot about it, then I apologize on behalf of the mortgage industry, because we got to be doing a better job of getting the good news out, because those doom and gloom headlines sure do get old fast. Again, superloans.com, click on the buy a house button, get pre-approved with one of our mortgage experts before the end of February 2023, and your 2-1 buy down is on us. Thank you for watching. We really do appreciate it. I hope this video brought you some sort of value and that it'll help you save a few $1,000s pretty soon. Heck, let us know if we can help. Again, Mike for Super Loans and MLS 237341. We'll talk to you next time.